Hi, I'm Gretchen, and in this video I will show you how to rehang your machine knitting. So as you can see here, I have a swatch worked up, a 2-color Fair Isle where this is the front side, and I'm going to make a pearl border, curling border for the top here. So the reason you need to rehang it is so that the front side becomes the wrong side, or in other words, I can get pearls above my knits instead of the other way around. In general, when you're rehanging, you want to have waste yarn above the stitches that you're going to try and rehang, I don't know, 10 rows or so that if something rips back, it doesn't create a problem and those stitches are all really nice and easy to find. The other reason you might rehang is if you made a mistake that you can't recover from and you need to rip back. If that happens, and if you're using waste yarn, you need to steam pressure work before you go about the business of rehanging because it will make it a lot easier. So as you can see, I've got my waste yarn that I worked at the end of my piece. I did not bind it off since that would be silly. And all I need to do now is rip it out. I also, as you can see, have my needles selected. I have 36 needles because I have 36 stitches. I do not recommend pulling them past the B position, and they don't even need to be in the B position. I just happen to have them there. So rip your yarn back to that first stitch. Sometimes the first stitch can be hard to find. I recommend using your single transfer tool in order to kind of find it. You might even kind of want to push the stitch out with it, and then you select the needle that you want to hang it on, and you can just pull that needle out with the transfer tool and tip it up to slip the stitch on. Now, of course, you can rip out your work as you go. I wouldn't recommend ripping too many stitches out at once, or you might start losing them, which is a real pain. And then you can use a transfer tool with more transfers as you get going. You don't have to keep using the 1, you can use the 2 or the 3. But basically the principle is simply ripping out the waste yarn and then rehanging the stitches on the needles that you want to use.